On the issue of these children, these 8 children taken out of refugee camps in Syria, we know some of the children are the children and the grandchildren now, 3 grandchildren to a young 17-year-old minor. The children of Khalid Sharif, who is absolutely, without a doubt, a terrible individual, and thankfully he's now gone to God, dead, buried and cremated somewhere in Syria in a battle zone, and his wife as well. They will perhaps be an easier case than what's emerged today regarding other children, 3 other young children, ages 6 to 12. Dad came from Bosnia, settled in Australia via Singapore, where he met and married Mum. They came to Australia. It would appear, Rowan, from reports today, they have no family here. They lived for a time in Melbourne. Now Australia will be taking back these children. Who's going to raise them? Who's going to ensure, let's hope, they don't end up on the same path as their parents? Surely there needs to be a bit more explanation to the Australian people from the authorities than what we've got today, which is basically we won't be discussing it at all.
Yeah, I really don't think this is acceptable, and I don't think the Australian people should be accepting this. This isn't our problem, ultimately, and it shouldn't be our problem. Yes, if the children are born here and brought up here and there's direct family connections and so on, but when you have orphans who have been dragged through these horrific circumstances, ultimately, I'm sorry, it's not our problem. We should be... The risk of bringing them into a country which their parents or their entire upbringing is that we are bad, we are wrong, we are to be attacked. I'm sorry, there are plenty of Middle Eastern countries which should be putting up their hands, Saudi Arabia, all through the Middle East, going, yes, OK, we'll take these kids.
Family in Bosnia or families
Bosnia and Lebanon or wherever.
Family members in Bosnia.
Absolutely, and it would be easy to trace distant family members and say, I'm sorry, you will be more comfortable there, simply because the risk to Australians, we don't know what lies ahead. We don't know what's in their heads, and it's not really our job to sort it out. And I think the risk to other Australians in the future, 10, 20 years from now, it's just not worth the risk.